another episode of the Mate Soccer Show. I have a really special guest today. It's a little early for me, so I really do appreciate you taking the time to kind of talk to us. What's up, JMI? How you doing?
What's going on, man? Pretty good. Like you said, it's a bit early. Just woke up a few minutes ago, but it's all good. Ready to chat.
Perfect, man. Thank you again. It's truly a pleasure. If you guys don't know him already, he's been tearing up the league at that left back position. He's doing wonders. I mean, he even had a flick over a Barcelona defender and didn't get through because they had to foul him. This guy's a legend already. What's up, man? Again, you used to have a mullet. I think you brought the mullet back, to be honest. A lot of people want to know why you chop it off and what made you choose the mullet.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as you can see, my hair's starting to slowly come back here. So it's making its way back. But yeah, there's a point where you got to reset your hair. It was getting a bit too much to maintain. The summer weather was coming around. It was getting hot, so I needed to reset and shave it all off. But it's coming back, so stay patient, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, Breck Shea was the one originally, right, a couple years ago that had that mullet, and then I feel like it was really you and Cade Cowell from San Jose that really rocked it in this modern age, and nowadays, you see kids rocking it all over the social media and in person. So you helped brought it back, So thank you for that.
Yeah, I
uh,
appreciate it. Funny story actually. We played San Jose the first game of the season this year, and I saw Kate, and I was like, "Yo, nice hair, bro." And he was like, "Oh, appreciate it, man. You too." So it was funny to kind of connect with him.
yeah, I mean that's a great conversation starter. When you guys are both bringing back a hairstyle, so that
Yeah,
must have been a good
exactly.
moment. So this show is called the Mate Soccer Show. I know you're from New Jersey, and there's a big kind of like Uruguayan group out there. So have you ever tried, mate? Have you ever do you have a Uruguayan friend at all?
Wait, is that the drink that
Yeah,
everybody drinks?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I have tried it actually. Patrick Klamala on our team, he drinks it, and I have had it before, and I actually really do enjoy it. It's tasty.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's okay if you don't like it. You don't have to lie. It's pretty bitter sometimes. So, does he put sugar
No,
in
I
it?
do. I actually do like it. And I think it's interesting. Like, there's like a whole thing behind it, right? It's like almost like what's the word for it? Like, it's like a big thing that people do, I suppose. And he has like
Yeah,
this cool cup for it and everything. I don't know. It's pretty cool to me though.
yeah. No, it is. It is a tradition. I mean, it's more like it's kind of like a community thing. It's less like I think, to be honest, I'm Uruguayan, but I mean, coffee does the trick a lot faster. But in Uruguay, you don't really have it all the time in the world, right? So they kind of sit there, they drink it, they pass it around. It's more of a
Yeah,
community thing, I would say. Yeah. I know you
that's
got to go
funny.
get one out there. I mean, you got a big population out there, so you just got to get you got to get a mate and start drinking it. Imagine just
I just I
JMI
just
just bringing
stick
around
to
mate nevertheless.
I think I'll just stick to having some sips of Patrick's and I'll sip the Red Bull while he sips the his drink.
Oh, okay. So do you guys get Red Bulls? Yeah, for free? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we've got a fridge here with all the flavors, so it's nice when a new flavor comes out and everything. You kind of get to maybe be one of the first people to test it out, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. I never knew that. I
Yeah,
never thought that it would be like you guys would have a whole like fridge and stuff. All right, cool. So, talking a little bit about your time when you were growing up, did you have a favorite player?
yeah. When I was younger, do you know Leighton Baines from Everton?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's kind of an older generation now, but I just always supported Everton for some reason. Obviously, last season they weren't too great, but no, he was a left back, and I kind of was a left-sided player, so I like to kind of mimic some things around him. Kind of see what he did, what made him good, and that's kind of who I watched.
Yeah, that's funny because I actually do know who Leighton Baines is because I'm a Liverpool supporter. No, just kidding.
Ah, not a great start for you this year, huh?
No, no, no. It could have been better, And being Uruguayan, Nunez being another Uruguayan hothead, just like Suarez, it's a little annoying.
That's
But
even more reason to like him, though, I guess, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess history will always repeat itself, you know. So,
Yeah, exactly.
um, but do you model your play style like Leighton?
Not really. I was just kind of, I kind of just do my own thing out there. But he was just somebody who I kind of like to watch and like just positionally wise, I guess you can kind of learn off of him because he was a left back and I played on that left side when I was younger, so it was kind of I don't know. I wouldn't say I picked up anything from him, but it was kind of nice to watch, you know?
Yeah, especially because you were always in the East Coast, and then EPL games are kind of not too crazy times, so you can definitely wake up
Yeah,
probably 9 a.m. like right now, and then just watch a game and
exactly.
things like that.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
cool. So speaking a little bit about the East Coast and New York, I mean, and New Jersey, what do you most like about the area? I mean, you grew up there, so how are you connected to the area?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, uh, I don't do much after training, but recently I've been getting into the city a lot more, so I feel like I've taken that for granted a bit. It's the best city in the world. I've definitely been more active there, and I think that's been fun for me. But I love to play golf as well. Golf is big for me.
Do you think that there's a career there after MLS or after soccer? Do you think you can hop on the PGA
Yeah, you
Tour?
never know, right? I guess you could play golf until you're a lot older than a football career, right? So we'll see.
And do you play with any of your teammates at all, or is there any sleepers out there in the soccer world?
I mean, I've only played a few times with my teammates, but Sean Nealis, Tom Barlow, those guys can hit that ball pretty far, and AJ Marcucci, yeah, they're pretty good, and they're just fun to be around on the course because they're just a bunch of jokesters. So
Yeah,
yeah, they're fun and they're pretty good, so it's good.
yeah. Would you say you're the best though?
Consistency wise, I might have to give it to myself, but they can outdrive me any day of the week.
Yeah, no handicaps there. I mean, you
Yeah,
got
exactly.
cool, cool. And when you go into the city, is there like a certain like you know what, today I'm gonna just go sightseeing, or is there like a certain plan that hey, I really want to try Taiwanese food or something like that? Since you're in such a big city, right? Do you kind of attack it that way?
Yeah. Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we kind of pick out a restaurant we want to go to, and then obviously, we, she uses TikTok to TikTok is like a great app to like find cool stuff in the city, and we kind of figure that out.
Really?
So like we'll Google stuff and kind of just it takes us to all these different things, and we like to try them out. What we want to do is maybe go to the Edge. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's like this big edge off the side of a building with but you can see through the floor, so it's like kind of creepy, but it's a really pretty view. But yeah, we're food junkies, so we like to go get dinner there.
That's awesome. I mean, I never thought TikTok would be the new app, to go ahead and use. But yeah, I guess I'm
Yeah,
sleeping on
yeah,
it.
for sure. Like I don't have TikTok, but like she's always scrolling through it, like researching, looking what she can find, and it's actually really useful.
Yeah. All right. So is that a conscious decision to not have TikTok? Is that the one social media
Yeah.
that you don't have?
Yeah, I call it a trap app. It's
Yeah.
just, I get stuck on there, so I had to delete it a while ago.
No, I completely agree because that's the one app I don't have either. I don't have TikTok, and
Heck
I
yeah.
catch myself on Instagram Reels, and I'm like, oh, I'm just doing the same
Yeah.
thing.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
actually
that
funny you
makes
said that. That's the problem I'm having now is the Instagram Reels.
yeah, no, I know, and Instagram gets away with it because it's like, no, I want to keep it to be connected with my friends. So it's just like, shoot. But I've
Exactly.
heard of a couple of my friends, they actually go ahead and just put like a timer on their Tik or
Yeah,
Instagram usage. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that then. That's the
I've uh I've started doing that actually recently, and it's been helping.
it's crazy world we live in, man, where our phones are just so enticing and the dopamine's just rushing that we have to put timers on it ourselves, right?
You're not
All
wrong.
right.
You're not wrong.
Is there any cities that you kind of have visited with your MLS team that you've kind of slept on, or you were like, oh wow, I didn't expect it to be like this?
Yeah, one that I don't think I slept on, but I thought was just amazing. Well, actually, two. I thought Austin was
Hmm.
awesome, and I thought Nashville was awesome. Nashville, particularly because I love music, and everybody there is just like jamming out all the time. There's like party buses that drive around the city, and they're just jamming out. So I thought that was fun. And then Austin, I just thought was a really, really pretty city, and I just liked it a lot.
Yeah, and being like an East Coast guy, right? So like those cities are, I guess, a little different than New York, right? So it's a little bit more, I would say, homey feeling, like a little more close knit relative to the city. Kind of everyone's kind of cold and hey, I'm walking here. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, basically, yeah, I understand that.
Nothing
So
will,
you said,
nothing will,
go
nothing
ahead.
will quite compare to New York, I don't think, with just the amount of stubborn people there, and nobody really cares for. They'll walk right in your face, nobody really cares. But yeah, no, I definitely enjoy traveling. It's cool. I've seen a lot of new cities since I joined the team, and like just traveling and stuff, and I think it's really cool.
Do you ever does your New York slang ever kind of come out like you're like we outside, you heard?
The only thing that I've actually kind of noticed is like if there's like a red light at a stoplight, like I'll just walk across the street, and like the people in the city are like, "What are you doing?" Like, but I'm like, it's just, we're New Jersey, New Yorkers, like it's what we do.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind
I'm
of it. But other than that, it's pretty similar.
I'm just imagining like a foreign player walking into the Red Bulls locker room and everyone's just like, you heard? And he's just like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
what's going on here? They move on to like another team, they learned their English in New York and then they're all of a sudden they're like, dude, where's this guy from, dude?
yeah. Oh, that's
So
funny.
you said you liked music, man. What type of music are you bumping right now? Are you the DJ in the locker room?
Sometimes, occasionally. But for me, it's 70s, 80s, 90s. I love that music. And then it's Coldplay. Do you know Kygo by chance?
Yeah, I do know Kygo. Yeah.
Yeah. So Coldplay, Kygo. I just recently went to a Coldplay concert. It was unbelievable. But yeah, that's kind of my jam.
It's funny, a buddy, a really good buddy of mine. He's like a big burly guy, and he loves that Coldplay, So
Yeah,
that's the only
unbelievable.
thing we can roast him on.
He's a little teddy bear, I guess.
So when you guys are getting pumped for a game, let's say it's a derby, right? Let's say it's New York City Red versus Red Bulls, and you just pop on Viva La Vida. Do you just get yelled at in the locker room or what, man?
That's funny. That's funny. When we get to games, actually, we have somebody who gets on the aux, and it's never Coldplay, but like on the bus before we get to the stadium, it'll be that for me. Yeah, it'll be Coldplay. But I actually also like. Sounds weird, kind of. I like listening to sad music before games. I
Okay.
don't know why. I don't know why. It just like helps me. It's weird, maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, like sad music. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but that's just kind of what I'm listening to before.
Yeah, my friend's the same way, man. He's like lifting so much weight, listening to some sad Mumford songs or some
Oh,
Coldplay, dude. I'm just like,
maybe
what are you doing?
maybe it's like motivational or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I just enjoy it.
yeah. Right? Don't.
For instance,
Um, is there any music you don't like?
I don't like the heavy rap. I think that
Go
just
ahead.
like it's just like not for me. And especially like the lyrics are just so heinous. So
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, yeah, it's just
Dude,
not for me.
am I talking to my friend or am I talking to JMI? Like, Jesus, you guys are the same person. No, I'm kidding.
I have to meet him, I guess.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
I know. Definitely. So talking a little bit about like your time with Red Bulls, is there a former player of yours or a former teammate of yours that you'd want to come with you and play with you at Red Bulls right now?
Ooh, like anybody who I played with when I was younger.
Yeah, anybody when you were younger or like when let's say was on the team last year but is not on the team this year.
Um, hmm, that's a good question. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that one. That's a good one though.
Yeah. No worries, no worries. Think about that one. But let's try with. How about this? What Everton player would you want to come to the Red Bulls right now? I know last year maybe it was Richarlison, but this year
I knew
who
you were
would you
gonna
want?
say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I think Pickford. I think
Okay.
he seems to be a character, and I think he would help the squad out a lot. I just think he's just a fiery guy, and like he's a great keeper. And I don't know. I just feel like having Pickford would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, no, definitely. When when the New York Red Bulls decided to play Barcelona, I know you were kind of mad. You were like, "Damn, we could have got Everton." Like, what's up with this? You just went straight in,
Yeah,
straight
that would have been really cool. And I think maybe you saw Minnesota beat them
in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
4-0, I think, something like that. So but yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But hey, I'll tell you what, Barcelona, it's not too bad.
You're just like, dude, why are we playing this small club? Come on, we got to play the biggest club in Liverpool. Come on, come on. What are you doing?
Oh, the biggest club in Liverpool. There you go.
Yeah, but I think like they're famous though. They're famous in America because they had Howard and they
Yeah,
almost got relegated last year. They're famous.
yeah, yeah, 100%. That's all we're good for.
All right. What are some goals that you have for yourself the rest of this season as well as for your team?
Yeah, I think for myself, obviously just scoring as many goals and assists as possible. It hasn't really come off this year, but it's a work in progress. But I think for the team, it's right now it's just looking at the top four home playoff spot. I think that would be massive for us. Obviously, our home form hasn't been too hot this year, but we're really confident if we got that home playoff spot, we would do good things. And yeah, it's been a while. It would be my first home playoff game. That would be pretty cool for me. So obviously, it's just like gives you a huge advantage being at home. So that's kind of what we're going for right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then for yourself, I know you said the goals and the assists haven't been coming in bunches this year. Is that something you are working on the practice field? Is there like the connection with your teammates and things like that?
Yeah, yeah, it's stuff like that. I think most importantly, it is the connection, and I also think it comes down to me just being decisive in that final ball, that final moment, and that comes over time and obviously over training. So it should come soon, hopefully,
Yeah.
but I need to be better with that, and that's kind of where my main focus is right now.
Awesome. And with the Red Bulls having so many players that have played for them, who would you say is your all-time favorite New York Red Bull?
Well, we've got two guys around the team, Connor Lade and Brad Wright Phillips. They're legends, and yeah, it's really cool having them around because they were two guys that when I first started training with the first team, like they helped me out a lot. So I'll never be able to, I guess, thank them enough. Yeah, they helped me out so much, and it's guys I look up to, and it's cool to have them around the facility now.
That's awesome. And having your career so far, what would you say is your favorite soccer moment? If you can pinpoint one moment, what would you say?
Probably, probably my first goal I scored, probably. Just because it was just like I would say my debut, but that was like when COVID happened and like nobody was in the stadium. Like
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't as cool to me, or I don't know. But probably the goal, because then I was like I used to watch guys score goals at Red Bull Arena when I was younger, and I kind of just did that, and it's just like whoa. And I had my family there and my friends, so it was special.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was like, yeah, I mean, scoring in front of no fans, that's something that Everton players do all the time. So no, I'm kidding.
Wow, wow.
Low blow, low blow. All right. So I know you're a big Everton supporter, but what team do you see yourself if you have aspirations to go to Europe one day? What teams do you think can see yourself playing for?
To be honest, I have no clue. That's a
Yeah.
boring answer, but yeah, if the opportunity comes across, I'd love to take it wherever it is. I think everybody should try and go play there. And as a kid, that's where you want to play. So it'd be foolish not to try it, in my
If
opinion.
if Liverpool said we will buy you, would you say no?
What? No way. How could you
Okay.
say no?
Okay. You just go home quickly and grab all your Everton stuff, put it away.
Exactly. Just hide it for a little bit.
You're like, hey man, it was the same city. It's all good. It's all good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and having like gone through the ranks at New York, what's some advice you would give to the younger guys that are going through right now?
Yeah, I think I was thinking about this the other day actually. I think you can see how much younger um, it's getting. Like kids that are like what 15, 16 are starting to play first team minutes. So I'd say like age doesn't matter. Like if you're good enough, you're gonna play. So just put your head down and work. And don't take anything for granted. Being at Red Bull, it's one of the best systems in the country, let alone probably the world. So, yeah, just enjoy every bit of it and make the most of it because, this is like one of the best jobs in the world. Honestly, it is. So, yeah, I just say put your head down, work, and don't take it for granted.
And like seeing MLS Next Pro nowadays, that was a little different from when you were coming up. How do
hmm
you feel like that system is for the younger guys now, or do you feel like your system was a little bit better?
I mean, they're different. I guess they're not so different actually. I mean,
Yeah, right. A little, yeah.
like yeah, like it's just another opportunity for like younger guys to showcase themselves, whether it's with the USL or the MLS Next Pro. I think it's a great platform for guys to get opportunities to get first team contracts. So, it's great all around, There's nothing you could say bad about it, I guess.
All right. Yeah. So okay, perfect, perfect. Sorry, cut out a little bit, but it's all good.
All good.
What would you say is like a hidden talent of yours, or something that you don't want don't or people don't really know?
Hidden talent. People might know this because I think I've said it before. Is Wii Golf? Do you know Wii Golf?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm so good at Wii Golf. Yeah, me and my buddy Will Papa. Um, you can catch us on Wii Golf a lot. I don't think I can't remember the last time we lost, and it's just yeah, we're just so good at it, honestly.
Just run the table. I mean, if you're in a bar and you're like, "Hey, yo, I'll play you on Wii Golf. I'm not that good." You just.
I'll take We'll take anybody in Wii Golf. Honestly, we will.
you know, a lot of people usually would say like, "I got pipes like Bon Jovi," something like that. But hey, being solid at Wii Golf,
Hell
we
yeah.
outside. You know what I'm saying? or we inside, I guess, because we golf. So, um, h- how do you think? How do you think Everton will do this year? I know you're a big Everton supporter again. How do you think they're gonna do?
Well, I don't really know because aren't correct me if I'm wrong. Don't players leave midway through the season to go to the World Cup?
Oh yeah, right. It's gonna be tough. I'm not sure. I think they're gonna try to avoid as many games as possible, but I still think there's gonna be some games where they're gonna miss.
Oh, okay. So I thought it might be more, but I mean, I don't think they'll get relegated. But other than that, I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have no
That's a big.
expectation. Anything's better than relegation. So that's
Yeah.
kind of where my head's at.
I mean, that's a big statement, right? I mean, you think a lot of those players are gonna play on their World Cup teams? No, I'm just kidding. Like you're gonna be. Yeah. So no, I just. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, a couple more questions and then we'll wrap this up.
Sounds good.
So this is kind of a personal question. Having grown up in like the Red Bull ranks and things like that, did you ever get an opportunity to go to college?
No, no college for me. I started some online classes, Southern Connecticut. No, not
Okay.
Southern Connecticut. Southern New Hampshire. Southern
Mm.
Connecticut's where my dad went to school. Uh, so yeah, I kind of did some online classes, but I kind of stopped those for a bit, trying to just focus on playing. But yeah, school and college is not for me. That's not the path for me. I was never, the best student. I kind of just my head was always somewhere else. So yeah, I just like to focus on playing.
Okay. Perfect. And you wouldn't want to have to go. You wouldn't want to go back one day, possibly.
I would consider it. I think, it could only help me, so like why wouldn't I, But right now it's not really what I'm focused on.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And then, do you have? This will be the final question. Do you have anything that you want to do before you hang up the cleats? Is there something in your career that you would say, "All right, this is what I want"?
I mean obviously I think any player would say, playing a World Cup, playing a Champions League game, um, win like a major trophy
Yeah.
in a top five league, something like that. I think that would be really special.
Cool, cool. If it was me, man, I would be looking at that BWP, goal scoring record for Red Bulls. I'm like, it's gonna be mine. It just, it just,
I've
it
got a
just
long ways to go, I'll tell you that.
every day I would tell him, hey, Bradley, that's mine. So you better like your name
Just laugh at me.
there. All right. JMI, thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming on early. I do appreciate that. And best of luck for the rest of your season. I'll be rooting for the Red Bulls over here in San Jose, even though you guys are all the way across the country, but I'll be rooting for you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
again.
much. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on. Thank you for giving me your time.
Thanks, JMI. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. Yeah, you too, man.